That's right, everyone. We're back for part 4 of the buggy build. Today, we're going to be checking out the rear steer and try to bolt on some tires. Let's check it out. So during the week, Jeff managed to get a whole bunch of stuff done on the buggy. He finished up the rear steer, mocked up in place, got all the brakes and unit bearings on. And the C's are set at 0 degrees caster. The ball joint eliminators are welded in. The high steer arms are on. The link tabs are on. She's looking good. And on the roof, from last week's episode, he's added these center tabs all the way down on both sides to pull that roof in tighter.
So we're going to limit the steering ram to limit the amount of travel it has so the tires don't hit any of the links or anything. We're going to use the front ram, which is limited to 6 1/8 already, and that gave us about 35 degrees of steering travel. So we're going to throw the tires on, we're going to cycle the steering and see if we can just get another ram at 6 1/8.
You guys gotta check this out. Look at this absolute monster beast. She is thick.
So that's turned all the way. Limit on the ram.
Right to the limit on the ram. Lots of link clearance. Lots of clearance from the bar. Yeah, crank her this way. Look at that. That's wild. That thing looks insane. Look at the steering of that thing. Meats. Eat your meats. Look at these things. There, sitting on the ground. There she be. We couldn't resist. We had to throw the front tires on. Check this thing out. This thing is gonna be wild. It's not on coilovers yet. Hopefully by the end of the weekend, we're gonna have it sitting on its own weight on coilovers. And then we can make sure that everything is going to fit properly and not bind and clearance all the steering. But this rear steering setup is officially mocked up and looks phenomenal. Lots of clearance to get the diff cover off and the ring and pinion out in case we have to do some work back there. Super good. This thing is coming together. It's a whole new buggy now.
Crab walk or tight?
Crab walk. You good?
I might need that bar. It's quite a bit of an angle.
Quite a bit. This thing's gonna turn on a dime.
Few moments later.
All right, we got the coilovers laid out. I'm gonna start mocking these up and get the mounts made up for them. These are the original coilovers that came with the buggy. They've seen some stuff. This one is tweaked here. So we're gonna have to order a few parts. I know one of the sliders is cracked somewhere. Which one? This one right here, cracked, broken. These things have taken a beating, but they'll get rebuilt, reused.
Powder coat the springs.
Powder coat the springs. We'll get her done. Get her dialed in. Fox 2.0s, I believe is what they are. got the Kentucky Yucky. Not sponsored by, but built by KFC. That's what we should call this thing. It should be Kentucky Yucky. Quick snack attack. Right back to work. Let's go. Doing some more plates.
Yeah, I made it 3/8 from the hole to the top.
Oh, made it smaller.
Yeah, cut that down. This bracket had a 1/2-inch gap from the hole to the edge, and I was riding a bit tight on the coilover, so we adjusted the file and made it a 3/8 gap, more of a flat top. So it should flex a bit better in there. So now we got a little bit more misalignment. So that's in line with the coil over there. So I think we trim the back one 3/8, wherever that gap is.
So we got the front coilover mocked up and the tabs tack welded in place. Jeff's just out cutting some more top brackets for the rest of the link mounts. All right, so we got the coilovers mocked up in the front, everything tacked into place. We're gonna take a tire off and give it a flex test and see if it's gonna work. Fully extended, brackets look good. It's actually a 16-inch travel shock. We originally thought they were 18s. So after trying to bring up this coilover to full flex, we realized that the body is hitting the bracket there. So we're gonna just trim that a little bit. Got the rear coilovers all mocked up. Gonna do a flex test on the rear here now. Mounts are all tacked up and placed.
So that's max. And we only have like an inch to go there.
That's bump stop pretty much. Gonna have to clearance the inside of this just slightly. Limit straps. Gonna go on there. Somewhere down there. Look at this. Clears at almost full bump. Jack was maxed out. We can't go any higher. We're gonna need a block underneath there. Go up that last little bit. This is fully extended on this side. Nothing binding there. Wow.
We got the rear axle all set up, coilovers on there. Truss is all mocked up, steering's all mocked up. We're gonna run with the 6 1/8 limited 8-inch ram. Gets a nice clearance on the links.
So next weekend, what's the plan? Next weekend, so
We're gonna make a storage rack for the top. Aluminum storage rack to hold all your goodies. We're gonna decide on the roof panels, if we're gonna actually make roof panels for the back or the front. And then we're gonna start disassembling for fuel tank, radiator, drain all the oils, start ripping it apart to a chassis.
get her out, sent out for powder coat. So if you guys like what you see and you guys want to follow the build, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow along. This thing is going to be insane when it's done.